So another question from 2024 we are taking. The question talks about the mindless addiction to the forms. So what are these forms? These forms are your basically rules and regulations in the bureaucratic structure. Okay, for any civil servant, there are certain codified laws that have to be followed, right? Apart from this, ignoring the substance of matter. Now, substance is talking about the core internal values like empathy, right? Like good emotional or very high emotional intelligence. So, what happens that need is for the balance of the form, the rules, and the emotional level or the value system of the person, which is the substance over here. If either of these are missing, then that is going to hamper the decision making. Okay, so I have mentioned here these forms are the rules and the procedures that are followed, and these lead to consistency, legality, and accountability in the system. It's like Max Weber's rigid hierarchy system in the public administration, right? And this talks about fairness, equity, and the public welfare concept over here. Let's now break the question over here. Question of forms, which is about the strict adherence to the rules. What happens because of that? Many times if an old lady comes to you and she is asking that she is not having a proper Aadhaar card, what are you going to do as a district collector, right? You have to help that lady, maybe get her iris scan, maybe try to find out about her dwellings, about her place, right, her fingerprints, and contact the Aadhaar authority. But if you are just saying her to go away and not providing the welfare benefit, then it is a mindless addiction to the rules and the regulations, right? Need is for the good empathy level over here. Another case over here, that there was a demolition of slums in Faridabad. What was happening over here, that the slum dwellers were asked to leave because that area was coming into the zone without proper rehabilitation provided to them. So, although the system of rational bureaucracy mentioned by Max Weber, it is good, it is efficient, okay? It is good and it is efficient, but what is the need of the hour to supplement it by the substance? Now see here, like if you are ignoring the substance of matter, what is going to happen over here? That the procedural rules are not followed, they are ignored. This happened in the case of 2G spectrum in India, where the funds which were allocated for the development project, they were misused. They were not allocated on the terms of the procedural rules. Another example over here is of mob lynching. We also see many a times that the vigilante group, they try to take the laws in their own hands, right? There is not a adherence to the rules and regulations in the society. If any kind of crime is happening, then that has to be reported to the law and administration department. Is it clear? So what are the key consequences that leads to such thing? It leads to social unrest, erosion of accountability in the public, arbitrariness in the decision making, yes, abuse of power, yes, we have seen in 2G spectrum case, loss of transparency, allocation of funds is not transparent, violation of human rights, yes, mob lynching, cow lynching, all these inequitable outcomes, undermining the rule of law, and politicization of the governance is the most essential point over here. Apart from this, what is the question was talking about a role of the prescriptive civil servant over here, the procedural rules, because the rules to pass the budget would have taken a very long time, right? So this is a very high empathy level of a bureaucrat. During the time of Kerala floods in 2018, many civil servants, they had bypassed the procedural laws. They have allowed for the relief of the people who was stuck in the floods. Is it clear? Apart from this, one of the example from history we can see is of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He has prioritized substantive unity over the colonial legal era laws. Is it clear? So I hope the need of the hour over here is that we need proper forms. We need, yes, we need the rules to be followed. Yes, we need them. And also we need that these rules should be substantiated by proper value system. Then only we can have, or a civil servant can have, a ethical decision making. Is it clear? So this is it.